How did you get the job at the Eros Ramazzotti band?
Very easily. He called me.
Okay, that sounds easy. Ja, hi, der Jan hier nochmal von Musiker. Jetzt nach dem Soundcheck mit Giovanni Boscariol von Eros Ramazzotti. Und ja, jetzt wollen wir noch ein bisschen über seine Karriere und sein Leben als Musiker sprechen. So, can you tell us a little bit about when you started playing music and the keyboard or like piano?
Yeah, no, I was quite young. I was 7 years old. I started with classical music. I'm a classical trained musician. I've studied organ, classical organ at the Conservatory of Music.
Like in the church?
Yes, exactly that one.
Yeah.
For a lot of years. But the fact of playing organ, classical organ, you understand that I realized that one of the things I like mostly was the sounds. Because you have a lot of sounds with register stops and you make your sound. And the expression, dynamics, different things. So as soon as I realized I love sound, I fall in love with synthesizer when I was 16, was quite young. And I start tweaking around and started music, classical music and synthesizer. And then I bought an Hammond, this one.
Yeah.
Now it's chopped, but I have his furniture at home. And I bought it to study at home and not in church.
Yeah.
And it's still there.
Okay.
After.
So this is really your first?
Yes, this is my first Hammond organ.
So it was well invested money.
Absolutely, very cheap at that time. Very, very cheap.
Okay.
Nobody wants to play the Hammond organ because it's heavy. And so, you know, all your friends, the musicians say, are you bringing your home Hammond? No, please. Use a keyboard.
Yeah.
But it's still there, so no problem.
And when did you decide to become a professional musician, or was it just like a natural progression?
I didn't decide.
Yeah.
I was dreaming about becoming a professional musician. But, you know, life is unpredictable sometimes. So, yes, I've studied. I've tried to keep prepared if something was going to happen, to be ready. That's what I was trying to do, and I'm here. So
yeah. And did all the classical training helped you with those pop music?
Yes, it helps as soon as you, because I worked a lot in orchestra too. I play in orchestra like Sanremo's festival, that is one of the main show in Italy, TV contest in Italy, and I'm the keyboard player of the orchestra since 11 years.
Okay.
Yes, 11 edition now. And of course there you have to read music quite quickly, and everything is really, yes, that's very important. And you know, it's classical music is, I like it, and it's the base on which you can build up all your skills and everything else. It's like for a dancer. If you start from classical, when you have to dance jazz, pop, or rock, it's the same.
Yeah.
You have a good, solid base, so it's okay.
Yeah, and how did the? Yeah, so it seems like
nothing to say.
Like the musicians, like
Ciao, Luca.
Like the musicians in the band are really working well together. So it's like good vibes here.
Yes, that's one of the most important things. I think it's important exactly like musical skills in a situation like this, because you are for a year, you are living together, working together, sleeping together, because we are always on the same place. If the human part, the behaving part of people that you are working with is not good. It's quite a mess. Exactly as if the drummer doesn't play on time. Exactly.
Yeah.
you understand what I'm saying.
And how did you get the job at the Eros Ramazzotti band?
Very easily. He called me.
Okay, that sounds easy.
No, yes, in Italy there are a lot of musicians, but not so many musicians that are prepared for a gig like this. So we are not better than the other, of course. There are very good musicians, but when you are going to leave everything for 1 year and prepare a show like this, you will see this evening, you have to be experienced at least. And we are all experienced musicians, and Eros like us. In fact, is when the production choose a musician is very precise choices, not because of your human way of behaving, your how you are as a person and as a musician, and so we are here.
And you're playing on his albums in the studio too, or are you just
not in Eros? Yes, I play in other albums, but not in Eros. Eros like to work with American musicians because he like to leave Italy for a couple of months and just stay in the States working, and so he calls used to call musician from the States, and not only. Paolo, the bass player, has done a lot of records with him in the past. Luca, no, Paolo. Paolo, I think, is the only one who has played with Eros' record.
Okay, and is it easy for you to learn the stuff that's on the records and to play it live and try to make it sound the same?
No, it's okay. It's quite no, it's not easy, but I can work it out.
Yeah. and how does it work normally? You get like the set list for the tour?
Yes.
And then like sheets of music?
No, unfortunately, no. Okay. I have to write down everything. Okay. I wrote down everything last summer. They call me. They say, okay, these are 60 songs. We don't know which one is going to be part of the set list, but just prepare. Okay. Yeah. So you have I need sometimes because first of all I write everything down. Not because I read them. I don't have any parts on stage. But for me it's a question of it's a method. I like to write it down to discover all the subtle things, everything. And to memorize the song too. If I have write it down, I memorize it. And then as soon as you have the part, it's very useful because if you stop for 1 month or you do another work, you have always your reference. So you can just take the parts out and have a quick read. So it's okay. And then when you finish to write down the song, you look for sounds. So you look all the sounds in your keyboard and you decide, I prefer to play this, I prefer to play that. So you take all the sequences and say, okay, I'm going to play this, is that on sequence, okay, I keep this on the sequence, and then you arrive at the rehearsals that you are already well prepared. And then as soon as you arrive to the rehearsal, everything changes. And
okay.
And you start everything all over again. And
But how long roundabout did it take you? Like 1 month? To get
it depends. It depends on the tour, how many songs, how many sounds. It depends. It's not there's no review on that. In this case, it requires me 1 month. Okay. More or less 1 month.
And you like living on the road, like being on tour?
Yes, a lot. Yeah. Yes, I love living on the road.
So you have some time in between the shows to go around?
Absolutely. Me and Paolo are runners too. So this morning we were in Musiker running for 10 kilometers on the river, and yes, we are always around. We really enjoy stay out. I miss my family, but it's okay. It's like that.
Yeah. And are there some specific countries you like touring most, or are there some highlights for you?
The world is all beautiful. I like being. Now we are going to live for 1 month in Russia. We are going to Siberia, to Kazakhstan, to the places you would never go there. Just we must go there because we have to play. So you go and see, have a look. It's nice, very nice.
Yeah, but
a lot of things in your eyes when you came back, and yes.
Sounds interesting.
Yes, it's very. I love my job. It's I'm very fortunate. Yes.
Yeah, that's cool. So we are looking forward to see you tonight on stage, and
I hope you will enjoy the show.
Yeah, I'm very sure it will be fantastic.
And I want to say hello to everybody, your audience, and thank you for coming.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Okay, you're welcome.
It
Ciao.
was very funny.
Ciao. Ciao.
Ciao.